Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RockCast, a podcast made by Rockhurst University students for Rockhurst University students and anyone who's interested in life at Rockhurst.
There's a lot to talk about today, with Halloween happening recently and mid-semester just about ending. We'll talk about our Halloween costumes, what are our favorites, but also what's appropriate in our culture today.
Absolutely, and we'll also talk about some of the mid-semester trips that students were able to go on, one being Washington, D.C. with the Ignatian family teaching, and then also the Immersion trip for solidarity.
And our final topic will be about campus security and whether or not we feel safe here on campus.
But first, let's introduce ourselves. If you all could list your name, your hometown, your major, your year, and your most memorable Halloween costume.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Brianna Merle. I'm a senior, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I majored in physics of medicine and bioethics. I would say, so honestly, growing up, I didn't really celebrate Halloween. Like, my family was more of like the trunk or treat, not like going to people's houses, in all honesty. So that was that. But this year, myself and a few of my friends, we were Power Rangers. So, like, we actually made our costumes. Shout out to my friend, she knows who she is. She made all of our costumes, Anye. And it was just really, really good. So yeah.
What about you?
My name is Damian Hood. I'm from Kansas City. I'm a senior here at Rockhurst University, and I'm studying psychology. Similar to Bree, I didn't celebrate Halloween as much growing up. When we would celebrate Halloween, it would just be like a very simple costume, and we go out to like our school. And then we just go to events like that. So, I mean, I stopped wearing costumes probably around 4th or 3rd grade or so. So this year was the first time I've celebrated it in a while. And I went to like 2 parties, but I dressed up as Beast Boy, and then my girlfriend dressed up as Raven. So we were from Teen Titans. So that was really nice.
That's fun. Hi, I'm Kaylie. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm majoring in business communications and marketing, and then I'm a junior here at Rockhurst. And I actually always loved Halloween, and I still do. But one of my most memorable Halloween costumes would have been, I was Batgirl one year, so I made I did face makeup and stuff like that. Had a cape and everything, and it was pink and black, so it was super fun.
Wow, that's really cool.
While you're paused.
Thanks.
I was I actually love Halloween.
My mom would always just be like, nah, it's too cold.
One time I won this huge stuffed animal for Halloween.
Oh my God.
Oh, quick be real.
What? Oh, it's Be Real right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it can be while it's running. It's okay.
You should just mid while I'm talking.
Yeah,
just,
do it. Yeah.
Just do it.
Oh, yeah.
And say,
Okay, you can go ahead.
Oh. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe.
Speaking of being sure, we have Be Real. One moment. Okay, gotta do a quick Be Real. Gotta get Chad in the background.
There it is, yeah.
Okay, you all know Be Real time. Y'all get it.
All right.
Okay.
Back to it. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, comment, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcast. And if you want to watch this episode on video, find us at youtube.com/RockhurstHawk.
So we talked earlier about our own Halloween costumes and what was our most memorable ones. But now let's talk about our favorites and worst that we've seen out at parties or trick-or-treating.
Damian was ready for this one.
So,
Open the paper down, guys.
So I went to 2 house parties, right? And then, so the second one I went to, of course, I went as Beast Boy. And everybody there, they were dressed up pretty nice, some nice costumes. Somebody was Vector from Despicable Me.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had from Narnia, the queen, and then somebody was the lion, supposed to be the lion.
Oh.
Forgot the name
That's
of the queen.
kind of cool, actually.
But so those were pretty cool. There was one though that came to the party and just had a wig on, and I asked him what he was, and he decided to say a transgender baseball player. Then as soon as he said it, I was just like, I'm not gonna make this too big of a deal right now, but as soon as he left, like the people that heard it, they was like, that's not right. And I was like, yeah, So it's just like he just wanted to put on a wig. Like there was no reason to like say that you're a transgender baseball player like that just to come to a party. So I mean,
Yeah, that's
that was something that was
interesting.
really worse, honestly, and it kind of rubbed me a little the wrong way. So a couple of my friends. So yeah, that was one experience.
No, that's definitely unacceptable. I feel like even like with cultural appropriation or even just trying to appropriate any identities as well, like sometimes
Right.
it's not always like a cultural factor, but it has no regard for not only what that person has gone through, but like what that identity, how that identity is looked upon in the greater society. So for someone to dress up like that and take on that, I don't even know, I don't want to say like narrative, but to take on that identity,
Right.
having no like knowledge of like what different transgender people go through and the way that society may look at them. Like it's and I can't even really speak on it because I don't have that experience,
Right.
but I've seen how society has treated individuals with that identity. So it's definitely, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's simply unacceptable. But yeah.
Because it's not a costume, it's an
Yeah.
identity. So like you shouldn't be doing that. So like Bree said, it's unacceptable. Yeah. So.
And
It's
there's
real life, yeah.
there's
Yeah.
lots of other actual costumes that you can
Yeah,
be
you could have
too.
done it. Could have just came as a baseball player with a baseball cap, and that's the end of your
Yeah.
costume. So
I mean, one costume that I saw, I don't know if it's like considered like good or bad, but it was like someone was a traffic cone. So they just were like, you know, like neon orange, and then just like a tiny little cone on the top. I don't know if it was like known as creative or like, I don't know, but that was just an interesting costume that I saw, kind of out of the blue, didn't expect it, but.
That's crazy. I honestly, let me think. I haven't seen any crazy costumes this year. I feel like there's a lot of more accountability nowadays, meaning like if you dress up this way, social media will find out, or better yet, TikTok will find out. And TikTok are like FBI agents, where like they figure out your school, where you work, and next thing you know,
the school
somebody
knows.
doesn't have a job.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
so true.
Classes.
That's so true.
But yeah, but I have seen like this viral video, unfortunately, and there was like a group of students. I don't know if they were freshmen in college or seniors in high school. It was some type of in between, but there was this one girl and like a group of guys, and the guys dressed as like prison outfits, but they had blackface, and then the girl act like, you know, yeah, and it was literally this year. And so, like, of course, like, things like that are disheartening. And, yeah, it was very disturbing. It really was very disturbing. But, like, I know, like, it went viral. So, hopefully, people figure out, like, what school they went to. And, yeah, so it's crazy. Yeah.
So obviously some costumes are great, some are not so good, and some should probably just stay in the closet. So let's talk about like the do's and don'ts of costumes these days.
I would say dress up as something fun. Like, I don't know, Superman, Spider-Man, a fairy, I don't know, like something normal, I would say, not trying to appropriate like a certain identity or a culture. Like look at like the characters when we grew up, like stuff like that. It's
Disney-
not hard.
like
It's
Disney
not rocket
characters.
science.
Right.
It's not rocket science, honestly.
Cartoons.
Yeah.
No, that's the correct answer there. So, but I had a conversation with somebody the other week, and it was talking about just like, I asked them like if their costume was better, et cetera, and like they didn't mean it this way, but this is how I took it when I was listening to it, and it was like, so because of my skin, sorry, it's
pouring.
raining.
It's like pouring
And
right now.
I don't have my umbrella. No. Anyways, and it's talking about skin colors. It like made the skin colors a cartoon character, and I was like, so just out of the blue, I was like, so what makes this different than like the black facing? And of course, like I know the difference, but I just like wanted to bring that as a topic just to see like how that goes. And the difference is, identity, which we've been talking about, like one's an identity, so you don't need to like color your face like the example you brought up. Like you can just go in as a prison guard rather than coloring your face to be a black prisoner, not prison guard, prisoner. So the difference is an identity versus it is a cartoon character. So like just use some common sense.
Common sense is not so common anymore.
No,
Man.
you gotta dig for it.
Like, how do you even define common sense these days?
Uncommon.
Candid conversation. But yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, there has been some mid-semester trips that students were able to go on. The first one was that they were able to go to Washington, D.C. for the Ignatian Family Teach-In for Justice. So this teach-in, it allows students to advocate and lobby for different social justice topics. So the first time that I went, we advocated for DACA and also environmental justice. And I know that students this year were able to lobby for different related social justice topics. So I heard that it went really, really well. Students really liked it. They were able to talk to different people in Congress, which I think is really nice. And then also just being able to tour DC. DC is a great city, it's so much to do, and they have a lot of different museums. So I've heard a lot of good things from students regarding that. So I know one of the good things, not a shameless plug, but one of the good things about Student Senate is that we're able to be liaisons for different people on campus, but then also we serve on various committees across campus. And so one of them is that one of these senators are able to serve on the committee with service immersion trips. So I'm very curious for you all, within like the next year or 2 years, what are some destinations that you all would be interested in going for either service immersion or even study abroad?
I definitely want to do some sort of like service immersion or study abroad, and I'm thinking possibly like either like Guatemala, because I think that's where they do a service immersion trip. That's where I was like, oh, that would be so fun, like a great experience. And then also I took Spanish in like high school all 4 years and took a little bit coming to Rockhurst. So I'm thinking like somewhere like maybe Madrid, Spain. I had some friends study abroad last summer and they had so much fun, like a great experience. So I think Spain would be really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna make note of that.
I don't think I can go on solidarity. I'm a senior, so I can't rate. Yeah. Okay.
If you were like,
if I was,
if you were able to.
But I did look with some other students because they were looking to see what they could do like in the next 2 years or so. And the ones that interested me the most was Spain, honestly, because I've always loved Spain, like seeing on TV, seeing soccer, especially soccer. I just want to go and see a European soccer game of any kind, honestly. So, I mean, my first soccer game was here, and it was at Sporting KC, but it wasn't to watch Sporting KC. It was European teams that were here, so that was an experience. But to go over there in Spain and then to pick up on some Spanish that I learned in high school, so I don't know how great that go, but that would be really great. It'd be fun, fantastic, and I'd love to meet new people, hear new experiences, because I love learning. So, I mean, that's where I would go.
Trying new food too.
Yes,
like,
the food.
Authentic food from different countries are just.
Yes.
It's nothing like it.
So speaking of food, have you all tried Tiki Taco?
So, okay. So my freshman year, I went to Tiki Taco, obviously the other location.
Yeah, where's the other one?
But I have not been able to go. That's a great question. I went like once, literally.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's way smaller though. I'll find out. I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
But yes, so I haven't been to the one across the street, but I do know that a lot of Rockhurst students actually work there. And it seems really nice at night. They got like the little twinkle lights, and it's very cute. So I definitely want to walk across the street and go one day. I think it'll be really nice.
I haven't been yet. I plan on going eventually. I don't know when though, but like Bree said, I'm gonna walk over there and get some Tiki Taco because the way that they're sitting out there and the music that plays out from it too. Because cool. It's so nice. The atmosphere, it seems so welcoming. So I mean, everybody's always sitting outside. It seems so.
Very
I'm gonna try it.
vibrant.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
Yeah, I went the first week it opened.
Oh, okay.
And it's super cute. The outside, like, there's a lot more outdoor space than there is indoor space.
Oh,
so
so that's why.
in the warmer
Okay.
weather, it'll be super nice for outside. I got like the street tacos. Like I got like a chicken one, steak, and a shrimp one. They were all pretty good, but like the shrimp one was so spicy. I don't know what was in it, but like my mouth was on fire. Like I don't know, but yeah, it was good. Like maybe we should go there after for lunch.
Maybe we
That's my
should
class.
vlog.
Vlog on the way.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for a possible vlog.
A lot of people think that because Rockhurst is located in an urban area that it means it's not safe. My question to you all is, have you ever felt endangered or scared on campus?
That's a good question.
Oh.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
To be completely honest, like, especially at night, campus is like super lit. Like I've been at other campuses and like they're not that lit. Like campus is super lit, and I've personally like walking around campus haven't like felt unsafe. And the good thing is you can call security. Like I live like a few houses off campus. So if I feel unsafe or something, I can call security and they can either escort me or something like that. So they have a lot of those options to help make us feel more safe if we do like feel unsafe. But I've never, knock on wood, been in a situation where I've been like super unsafe or anything.
I feel like in general when I walk at night anywhere, even just not on campus, I feel like there's always this sense of like, I don't know, like I have my guard up, and I know like with like a lot of things that happen, not only in the community but just like all around, to be quite honest, there's a lot of crime that happens, and unfortunately that's not something we can avoid, but it's one of the things, like what are some things that I can do to hopefully like not seem like such an easy target, if that makes sense. So security's on speed dial. 4010 is my friend.
Good.
And I just do different things, like make sure like my headphones are out, but then I feel like just in general, like, or FaceTiming a friend. But yeah, I can say like it's nervousness, but it's just general nervousness no matter where I go, quite honestly. But yeah, I know Student Senate. Today we hosted Coffee with the Chief, and pretty much it was a time for students, faculty, or staff to get some pastries and some free coffee and kind of just talk with the chief, get to know more about him, his role at Rockhurst. So that was really good, having like those conversations with him. And we actually talked about safety. We know like as far as like when it comes to like car break-ins and things of that nature, what's really nice is that Rockhurst security will help in the fact that like if there was a camera nearby, they will look to see like who did it and things of that nature. So like even if something happens, they're not gonna just leave you like alone and like not at least help in the facilitation of the investigation. So I think that was really nice. And it seems like they're also looking into a better platform as far as for students, faculty, and staff to have. One of which was really nice, the way he explained it. It was a way in which it was more user-friendly than Hawkeye, I feel like. For those of you who don't know, Hawkeye, it's pretty much an app where you're able to anonymously send messages to security. So like for instance, like let's say like you can't call them or anything like that, or you see something suspicious on campus, like no matter like what it is, like they want you to send that in. So that's kind of like what Hawkeye does. And it's real time, so they're constantly seeing it, which I think is nice. It's not like an email or nothing like that.
Right.
But yes, but as far as like the new platform, hopefully it's more user friendly. They have different features that they hope to bring into the platform as well. So I'm very excited about that. If that wasn't public information, oops. I just realized that. But yeah, but honestly, like what I would tell students, like if you see security around on campus, like talk to them, meet them, like they're really, really cool, and just have conversation with them. I think it's nice when you kind of are able to build a rapport with security and the people who keep us safe here on campus. I think it's a really great thing. And they're just so nice. They really are. So yeah.
For those of you that don't feel safe here on campus, campus security wants you to be aware of the blue lights, the tall blue.
Like
poles, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a button, like if you're like walking by and you don't feel safe, you press the button and they'll be on their way to help you. And then also something related to that is the red phones that you'll see like in some buildings. And then sometimes they're like covered with a box too on the outside of residence halls as well. If you just like pick up the phone and you don't even have to talk, they'll be on their way to, they'll send somebody over there to help you. So I mean, just be aware of the things like Hawkeye, like the new platform possibly coming, the blue lights, the phones, and then 4010 as well to be your friend. So just make sure you use your resources if you don't feel safe so that we can make you feel more comfortable here on campus. So, I mean, yeah.
That is so true. And I think that's so cool. Like, even what you talked about with the red phones, because although, like, you can, like, talk on them and have a conversation with them if need be, but, like, let's say it's, like, a highly emergency situation and, like, you're trying to get away or something like that, and just pulling it, it's just, boom.
Yeah, just, like, knock it right off.
Yeah. That's why I always tell people to be careful around the phones, because they will come. They will come if you knock it off.
I've seen it a lot, being a desk assistant. They just come and it was like, I was like, yes. And they was like, oh, somebody just bumped the phone. I was like, oh, okay.
At least they're very responsive.
Yeah, they're responsive.
But yeah.
That's our show for today. Thank you so much for watching. You can catch up on our past. Wait.
I was just smiling.
I didn't want to be
smiling
so,
so
like,
I can,
stiff.
so I can,
I wanted to, like, move around.
Look like a
bit.
little comfortable, you know,
like,
at the end. I feel like this
just
whole
stare at
show
the
I've been,
camera.
you were so quickly to recognize that.
I have really good like peripheral vision, so like.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Okay, let's redo that.
Blooper episode at the end of the year.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Okay. That's our show for today. Thank you so much for watching. You can catch up on our past seasons on our YouTube channel or mention us at Rockhurst University on our Instagram for chat ideas or discussion starters. We'd love to hear from you. So for
Bree,
Kaylee,
Damian.
thanks for watching.
Yeah.
yay! Perfect. I'm sorry.
Perfect,
Fix that
perfect,
sound.
perfect, perfect.